great. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. About 200 years. Actually, I should say more around 100 years. Separates Armand's prophecy, or actually it separates Aveyond 1 and 2. Oh, so I got a little, about, I'm guessing about 50 to 100 years separates Aveyond 1 and 2. Because there's this prince in Aveyond 2, which he says, if you get that far into the game, he says, wait, what days? His great-grandmother, and this is a spoiler, Ren wrote a place called Aveyond. That's a spoiler for Aveyond 2 and this game, actually. Big spoiler later on. Great-grandmother Ren wrote about a mystical place called Aveyond. And in Aveyond 2, well, let's just say Aveyond doesn't look that great. Full of mist and trees. I don't know, I might do a guide on Aveyond 2, but it'd be the same version as Sonic Dude 3. Because I originally had it for the Aveyond version 1. He has it for version 2. There are some different things, like the world maps generally different. How soon you get the canoe, stuff like that. Also, if you want to know where the druid is in this town, he's right here. So that's a bit of a backstory between Aveyond 1 and 2 and Armand's prophecy. We never know what happens to Frederick, the person who could transform into other animals. His star form was a lizard. Refer to my earlier videos if you want to see that cutscene. Don't talk to the boys, one of them will curse you. I think I had some more backstory, but I forget about it now. Oh yeah, if you remember that princess you saved from Zorn in the mountains, Thrail Mountains I believe it's called, between that and, yeah, I forget the other town name. Well, between there, yeah, stolen or kidnapped princess was trying to force her marry for some reason. We never found out why. But asked that which about both options, but he was trying to force that princess to marry him. We never knew why. Let me think here. Well, if you remember, this was an optional side quest, but you could actually get Devin and Kayla to marry each other. I never did do that because it never worked for me. I think it was something you had to program into the game. Don't know though. Pretty sure you could do it for everyone. Well, after the And this is the backstory. This is from what I got from the games put together. And Taylor and Devin were actually in love at one point. Didn't mean to go out there. But that changed when Taylor got chosen as the dreamer. So if you remember that princess, dig that grave there. Devin and the princess fell in love some years after the Armand's prophecy. Someone level up. So yeah. And if you remember, that's from Armand's prophecy. It's actually in this game too. We'll see it late in the game. Armand tried to destroy the kingdoms around us. It worked and didn't work. Give them the garlic and take the ash. Once he gets off it. So yeah, those kingdoms around Vas were destroyed. Much of Vas was destroyed, and Devon was the king of it, and that princess from Armand's prophecy was the queen of it, had died. The vampires at the church said leave Rose lamp could reveal a secret door. The script says we need to put it down. Maybe why don't we put the vampires? That might work. And this is a true dungeon. Kind of annoying dungeon. I want to check to see if I still have that lamp. Nope, we don't. And that princess was a sword singer, the same as Ren is. Right. Write down Lavro's name. That name right there. Write it down. We'll need it later. I'm using an awful pencil right here. E-Y-R-V-O. There we go. Why do we need that? You'll find out in this dungeon. Were bat. Strong version of the bat. Great, I started coughing. Yeah, I'm not going to get the chests. And this is basically a puzzle dungeon. Don't worry, there's plenty of monsters. They had, when the Armada attacked that kingdom, they believed that the king, queen, and the daughter were all dead. But apparently Devon wasn't. He appeared. 2 chests. He appeared in 2 chests. He appeared in the Wild Woods. He was that woodsman. No, that was a chest path. We're looking for a lever. It's around here somewhere. Found it. And this is the lever we want, I think. Ending.